Hi, Daniela. I'm just catching up on giving feedback now. Just one thing. I know you missed this, but you need to do this uh, Gen AI. I'm just going to put please complete to do that Gen AI activity. That's important. I imagine you're going to catch up on your project. So that's um, that's fine for this week. I'll look at future weeks because it takes a while to start in the project. I'm not sure what happened this week. I'm trying to think if you missed the class. If you did, maybe you could just put missed class. I think you could probably just find another resource, or maybe you did that. I don't know. And then I'm going to look at week 2, and I just you don't have to go back and do this, but when you're giving yourself a grade, I need justification, and I want you to get practice with this self-grading guide because at the end of the course, you're going to give yourself a grade and you're going to have to make a good case for it, whatever it is. And so that's pretty important. And so I want you to get practice in that. Now, this is looks like you've done, and maybe I've given you feedback on this. I don't know, but how Gen AI can support generate explanations in practice, tested prompts with ChatGPT, and so you're doing some work, which is lovely. But and I need you to do one or the other of these just to reach the course goal instructions. You need to do either this Gen AI activity or look at a tool and go through this and save the file here and do an evaluation. Uh, because in yours, it looks like, I'm not sure, what did you do? Um, I explored how Gen AI can support academic work. So it's something you've done on your own. You could get bonus for that, but I need you to go back and do that activity. I don't need, yeah, I don't see, so that's where this needs to be completed. Okay, so I'm just going to say insert comment, please complete. Okay, and then in-class contributions, good, excellent. That's all top notch. Still haven't shared a resource, so at this stage that would be incomplete. Now we've come to week 3. You're confident, giving yourself an A. Again, that's why it says justify the grade you earned this week based on the evidence below. And so just saying an A, you can imagine, say you're a teacher, it's self-grading, the student says, I need an A, or I think I'm an A. Well, you'd say why? And then they'd have to give you. And that's I'm saying why. So here you are digital literacy. This is your individual team contributions reflection. It looks like this, if I'm not mistaken, you got to be careful in your organization. It's pretty critical. Would go down to here, and that's fine. Um, you're missing this, the Gen AI activity, so I'm not sure where you're getting that A from. So please complete. Okay. So far, nothing on your project. So I'm getting like pretty concerned about that. You're certainly not, you're at an incomplete. At this stage, if the evidence, you're presenting the evidence, you wouldn't pass the course. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just saying you haven't done the work. I'm not saying you couldn't do the work. You've showed up to class, which is great, but it's got to be a lot more than that. I don't know if this is, I don't know what this is, but you still haven't contributed any resources. So in each week, you haven't done the Jenny activities, you haven't done a project, you haven't contributed a resource, but you have some in-class contributions. Again, you're giving yourself an A here, and so this is this looks like the contributions for the student, right? So you kind of have copied it in two places here, so I don't need this twice. Okay. And um, again, you haven't completed this, so that would be insert comment, please complete. And you have nothing for your project. So at this stage, the warning bells would be all over the place. Um, and you have a lot of catching up to do if you want to pass the course, okay? And again, I'm not saying this out of meanness. I want you to be successful, but I don't see you doing the work at this stage. And if you don't do the work, you can't pass the course.